You're looking at the most powerful muscle car in the world. This thing has over 1,000 horsepower. But the mad scientists over at Hennessey took one look at this absolute beast and said we could do better. And guess what? They did. So they took this car and created a twin-turbo 1,700 horsepower beast that completely shatters reality. You're not ready for this. Alright, first let's talk about the regular Demon 170. I say regular, but this thing is completely insane. Dodge built this car for one reason and one reason only: to be the king of the drag strip. Right out of the factory, this thing does a ridiculous 1,025 horsepower. It launches from 0 to 60 in 1.66 seconds. Yo, that's faster than almost any car on earth. Everyone thought the Demon 170 was the most powerful a muscle car could ever get. It was supposed to be the final boss. But for Hennessey, the final boss was just the first level. The team at Hennessey was already legendary. But for this project, it was so crazy, they had to create a brand new company just for it, called HSO. Their only mission was to create the most powerful cars on the planet. And as the first mission, they took the king of muscle cars and created a god. The way they do it is unbelievable. They take the Demon's giant supercharger and throw that away. Then they replace it with two gigantic turbochargers. But that's not even the craziest part. Then they take the entire engine and throw that out. Then they replace that with a custom-built V8 engine that is an absolute monster. And the results? I could barely say this. 1,725 horsepower. We saw this thing on the dyno, and the entire engine was glowing cherry red. Yo, that's a 70% increase over the stock Demon. That's pure insanity. So, what does 1,725 horsepower even do? See, Hennessey is aiming for a 7.9 second quarter mile. Let me repeat that. 7.9 seconds quarter mile. That is a whole second faster than the original Demon. And a full second in a drag race, that is an eternity. But you can't just go buying one of these. They're only making 12 of them in the entire world, which makes this one of the rarest cars ever. The price for this car is $200,000, and that is after you already bought the original Demon. But here's the most insane part of it all. Hennessey will take your original 1,025 horsepower engine, they will shrink wrap it onto a pallet and send it back to you. So now you have the world's most powerful Demon, and you have your old engine as a trophy. How cool is that? The Hennessey Demon 1700 is not just an upgrade. It is a full-on hypercar-killing monster. They took the most powerful muscle car and made it powerful enough to challenge anything. This is absolutely unreal. This is what happens when you challenge and push engineering to its limits. So I have to ask you, is this the craziest muscle car you've ever seen? Did Hennessey finally go too far? Or is this the most amazing thing you've ever seen? Let me know in the comment section. I'll be reading every single one. And if you had as much fun as I did, smash that like button, subscribe right now, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching.